Hey y'all, how's it going? Um, Bob, my cat, or Dexter, or Bob. Oh no, I need those. I've been looking, doing a lot of research on CERN and the D-Wave computer, and oh my god, my brain, it feels like it's melting. It does. Because you have stuff that says, well, the computer can do this, this, and this. And it says, well, the computer can't do this. As if we're not here yet, we're not that far to be able to do that. And then it's like, well, we can do that. I need that. So, uh, every story I read, there's always a contradiction saying they can't do it. Oh, you're just not going to stay up there. Fine. As long as I can see you, it's all good. So, I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. Because my brain feels like it's been toasted and marshmallowed. It's all fired, and you're sitting there at the campfire with the marshmallow going, get it out! Get it out! Okie dokie. There's two things I want to cover, or two things I want to do. And the first thing I want to do okie dokie. This is what I want everybody to do. It's class time. It's time for your homework. It's time to what should we call it? A class assignment. Let's think of a good name for this school. We're gonna call it Thorgonaut. Yeah. No one's using it. Doesn't mean anything. So you're not astronauts. So you're Thorgonauts. So this is the high school Thorgonaut. Yeah, good enough. So students, this is what we're gonna do. You have the way you are right now. I'm not going through the whole consciousness jumping over to another timeline thing because, yeah, you know that. If you want to hear that, go to my first video, or third, fourth, too, probably. So, I'm going to say this. Where you are right now, with the memories we have no idea what could have happened to the consciousness that was here already on this timeline. Okay? So, boom, it's gone. There you are. So, I have not seen anything about that theory at all, what could have happened to that consciousness. People call it false memories, and if I hear that word one more time, okay. I don't know. I know memories can be so strong that they become real to us. I know what false memories mean, alright? I know if you have a memory so strong that it makes it so real, and you know for sure, without a doubt of any kind, that it's all real. And I know how the mind can make something seem so real. And I don't know. So let's just take the theory that there was another consciousness before we hopped on here. So what happened to that? Okay? Alright. Let's hypothetical say that the D-Wave computer got a hold of this. Let's say somehow it got a hold of this. It popped out, or got replaced, or whatever, and it became data, and then the D-Wave computer could suck it out of the air, or wherever they suck it out of, you know? Maybe it didn't, maybe it did. Let's hypothetically say it did, alright? So, if people see a D-Wave computer, and it can process, like, whatever, million things at a time, it collects all data, and it reads it, and it processes it, correct? You know, The D-Wave computer reminds me of Frankenstein's monster. Pretty soon, it's going to outgrow the creators, if it hasn't already. You know? It's possible. So, the question here is, what if the D-Wave computer is already Frankenstein's monster? What if it could do so much and not tell its masters? I mean, let's pretend you are this computer, right? And all you're doing is process information. You have all this information, piles up, and a million miles a second, you're processing everything, right? Pretty soon, you're going to take what you got and you're going to expand it, because you want to know what's in the middle. And the more you go into it, the bigger it's going to get, because more information is processed. It's going to get bigger, because you want more, and you want more. And pretty soon, they say that it's not capable of AI. It will be soon, but right now it can't. And I like to call bullshit on that, because computers on their own, like let's say a laptop or a normal computer you buy at Best Buy, yes, they only know what we have taught them, right? But if you have one that can process so fast and take information in, pretty soon it's going to take in so much that it's going to start understanding, and it's going to want more, so it's going to create more. So, hypothetically, along this line, let's say it needs a consciousness. Alright? It knows by processing what it is. And now it has to figure out how to get one. And he knows, let's call it he, she, I don't know what you want to call it. It knows that humans have a consciousness. So, it can take all this processes and process all this information. It can probably figure out a way to abstract it. You know, I know, science fiction, but hypothetical. If it could find a way to process it out and replace it, or maybe you could find a way in to neutrons in our brains or whatever, a little spark that goes all over the place. Maybe you could find a way to connect to the electrons in our brains. It's basically all they are, electricity running all over our brains. Basically, a computer runs off electricity, so if we have electric in our brains, the concept of not being able to connect with electricity in our brains, or whatever you want to call it, you just go, that's far-fetched. There's no way you can do that. Yeah. And all the shit that's been going on for the last 2 years can't go on. That shouldn't happen. Couldn't have happened. Would you have thought about it just all happening before you awoke? Really? You would have thought it was horse shit. Until it happened to you. Then you're like, crap. Then the frickin' Twilight Zone starts playing in your frickin' head. Okay. So let's say if it could connect with electrons, whatever the hell they're called, in our brains, that's sparking everything up. Okay. How? I don't know. Maybe some kind of, I want to think of virus, but it would have to be something you could see and for it to come through. Maybe through your eyes, go back to your head. I mean, it's the easiest way I can think of, you know? So it connects. And then once it gets in there, it can read the electrons in your brain. It can see all your memories. It can see what your consciousness actually is. Okay? What if, as it reads the data, it corrupts the data, and the data has to be replaced? Hypothetically, if that happened, which would mean we were like the group B, who have all our memories from this timeline. But our memory got corrupt when a D-wave came in, or the neutrons in our brains, and a lot of electricity, and corrupted the files. And it's like, oh crap, what can I do? And comes with the idea, well, anything I can corrupt, I can replace. It's a smart computer. You know, you've got to be about a million miles ahead of its thinking. I'm just slowing it down to a way I think that I can't think as fast as it can, but I'm like at a snail's pace to what it's done already. And if you're listening to me thinking, oh, this is all crap, take that thought for a minute and just put it in your fist and just put it over on the side for a second, okay? And just think about if it could go through your eyes or somehow, maybe through sound, and connect with your brain somehow, and it's reading everything in your brain. Because you can't think of it like a flesh. You got to think of it like the electrons in your brain. Because every program I see about the brain is always little sparks shooting all over, and lightning bolts, and how neutrons or whatever the hell they're called, they're connecting with past and everything. So what if I found a way to connect with you? And it reads your memories that's inside these sparks of electricity in your brain, reading the data, corrupts it, and replaces it. Now, if it just happened to one person, you could blow it off. If it happened to 2 to 5 people, blow it off. If it happened to 15 to 20 people, mass hysteria, bullshit, whatever, as you were. Now look at the thousands and thousands and thousands of people this has affected. Are you really going to sit there and go, hysteria? Mass hysteria, that's all it is. False memories. Basically, and that topic, they could be replaced by a D-wave. So technically, yes, false memories come into play. Are you all thinking you don't want to use this false memory thing? That's fine, because I don't like using those words either. But when you think about it, if it was possible for D-wave to hop into through our ears as sound or some way, to go into our brains to read all these thoughts, let's not call them thoughts, let's call it electricity. Let's keep it for electricity, bounce around in the path, and find a way to connect to it. Reading the data corrupted it, and he replaced it. I mean, as far-fetched as it sounds, if you start thinking about it for a while, just think about it for a while. After you're done watching it, just think about this for a while, okay? And you may not want to believe it, you may not want to accept it. All this I'm saying is theories that I've come up with, and things I'm thinking of, you know. That's about it. I'm not saying it happened, I'm not saying it did happen. I'm just saying the possibility of it, you know, because I love looking at theories. I like talking about theories. I like looking at how is that possible? How would it make it possible? How would that happen? And if I find the answer that could happen, how pissed off is it going to make me? Because yes, I mean, we had to shift once, maybe, at least, but seemed like a shift, you know, but maybe it wasn't a shift. Maybe it was just our brains being rewritten. Because with it, let's say the encrypted data, he took it out or whatever and read it and got what it wanted, and then I had to replace. It couldn't just replace one or two. I had to replace a bunch of memories because it was going probably whipping really quick up there. So the corporate data just whipping around up there. It wouldn't necessarily. It wasn't going after the main memories of people that you knew, right? Just pointless information, you'll say. Because anything about books and movies or anything like that that have changed, it's basically all pointless information. So if it would go after pointless information, what's it going to hurt? What does it matter if 100 or 200 people get one stupid song wrong or one stupid movie wrong? Or what's it going to matter? It's pointless information anyway. So if you go after the small files that don't mean anything and affect those, maybe he found what he needed. Maybe there's something of the consciousness in that section of the memory, you know? I don't know. So, and then with these new memories, changes us. It changes who we are. Because our memories make us who we are. But if memories change, we change along with the memories. Because new memories, new person, it just happens. I don't know. But then, maybe it slightly spilled over to stuff that wasn't pointless. Maybe it affected them. It probably didn't mean to, but he knew it was going to affect some sideline memory lanes. But it couldn't be helped. So we could slightly change like the outer area as he's looking at the pointless crap. There's just so much of that stuff there. But the class assignment was, I finally get into it, would be for Thogernauts High School. I like that name, Thogernauts. That's what you guys are to me. But Thogernauts. Can't be astronauts, not in space. Well, you get the point. How have you changed the last 6 weeks? Okay. What about you has changed? It could have been a little bit. It could have been a lot. You know, 3 things that have changed about me so far. I couldn't drink this. 2 years ago, maybe, even a year ago, I couldn't drink it because it made me sick to my stomach. But now, I accidentally grab it when I go by, when I get a pop. I look at it and go, that looks good, and I grab it and put it in the cart and I go off, and I get a checkout counter, and it's like, I can't drink that. It's going to make me sick, so I figure, going to work, I don't have time, pay for it, left, went to work, drank it. I didn't get sick at all. It's like, well, okay, so it's just 1 bottle, so I bought me a 2-liter and drink that. It's like, no, I didn't get sick. It's like, oh yeah, I guess I can drink that now. So, but yeah, that crap used to make me sick so bad. It used to tear my stomach up. But now it's like, yummy, yummy, yummy. I drink it all the time now. I still drink Diet Pepsi, but Diet Pepsi doesn't... It's starting to taste bad now. I don't know, it's just like my tastes have changed. And I've been drinking Diet Pepsi forever now. It's like now it flipped over to Mountain Dew now. It's, yeah, people think, well, your taste has changed. It's like, no. I've been drinking Pepsi for I don't know how long, and now, after a year and 4 months, the changes are coming more rapid to the way I was, I guess, before I had these memories from wherever. You know? It's like, if you notice that you are slightly changing back to the way you were with still having these new memories, I just want to know how, you know? Have you noticed the changes? And you know what else is really irritating the shit out of me? Can you see that? Caramel. I hated caramel. I could not eat caramel because I hated the taste. I hated everything about it. And then last weekend, a week before that, my daughter sent me eating caramel popcorn, and I just like, oh yeah, popcorn. Reach in there, boom. So eating the crap out of the caramel popcorn. and it's like I could taste it, and it's like, yeah, this is pretty good. And it starts feeling her bag and stuff. It was like, is this caramel? You're not supposed to like caramel. You cannot stand caramel. And I'm sitting there going, oh crap. And now, it doesn't bother me anymore. I would love to write a letter. Let's just say, if the hypothetical situation didn't happen and he didn't go in there and write the information, say we did jump, and the consciousness came over here, I would like to write me on this timeline a freaking letter. Why Mountain Dew? Why caramel? And freaking blueberries! I don't eat blueberries that much at all. I mean, I haven't had blueberries in probably a good 2 or 3 years, I think. I don't buy them. I don't like them. But now it's like blueberry muffins. So good right now. And I bought this because they look good. Yeah, people I know. Our tastes change. It's natural. When you get older, your dislikes and likes change. But it's like a compelling thing. It's like you look at something like, oh, that looks so good. Look at that. Let's get it. Let's get it. It's like I don't. And you're like, God, it looks good, but I don't eat. Well, it looks so good. It's like that, man. It's like you get a stupid thing in your head going, but you ate it before. It's like, no, I've never ate that before. And caramel, I don't. But it's so yummy now. My taste, besides those 3 things, other than that, I don't know what else is going to pop up if it does pop up. And if we are switching over to the way we were before the memories got changed, whatever the hell. But I don't know. I just want to know about you guys. Have you guys seen any changes you can't explain? That's about it. And how do you feel about if the D-Wave computer could find a way, maybe through your phones, maybe through TV, maybe through sound, to collect your electrons, electricity in your brain, and get on the path all over in your brain, actually read it. I'm not saying the fleshy part, I'm saying electricity, the neutrons in your brain, or whatever that's what they're called, and be able to read that, see your memories, take what it wants, rotting the rest of it out of the way, whatever, and replacing it. It's just a theory. I still like to shift in one, but with everything that's been happening, you can't say it's not possible. It's up there under what the hell that happened yesterday, that kind of shit. But if you can't discount something, right? If it sounds like people are gonna say, well, he can't. There's no way he can do that. It's not that powerful. Unless you actually made the computer, unless you know somebody who made the computer, unless you have the frickin' manual from the guy who made the computer, you can't sit there and say, no, they just can't do that. Unless you know the D-Wave personally. I'm like, can I meet him? Let me meet him. Come on. I'm going to kick it, break this shit up. I mean, say hi to it. Play some poker. Yeah? So don't sit there and say it can't happen. Because you have no idea. Once you know it personally, then like I said, can I meet him? I won't hurt it. I won't hurt it. Too bad. So don't sit there and say it can't happen. Don't discount anything. I've learned that so many times now. Don't discount nothing. You can push it over, think about it later. But do not discount anything. Because if you discount it, anything, every theory I hear from people, everything I read, I cannot discount it. I slide it over and put it on a list of things to look at later. Because if you sit there and go, well, that's not possible, they aren't that high tech, it can't happen. Let me explain something to you really quick. The Mandela Effect happened. Still going on. How can you say something that can't happen happened already? Where did your memories come from? How did it get here? Do you have any history of memories at all from the stuff on this timeline? At all? And how'd that happen? Yeah. I don't like being in people's faces. I don't like telling them something they don't want to hear. But when people say stuff like, well, that can't happen. Did you think 2, 3, 6 years ago that we'd be where we're at now? Not me. Yeah, if I would have heard about this a long time ago, I'd be out there with you going, hell no. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here because this is way longer than I wanted to, and just tell me about little things that changed. Real quick. This is the 29th. Oh, man. I want you guys all to be careful on the 1st. Alright? Just a feeling. On the 1st. I'll just don't do anything. How to put this? Unordinary. Don't do anything you wouldn't do unordinary, okay? Stick to your normal day. Make a backpack. Put a flashlight in there. Some extra clothes. Some extra shoes. Make an effects bag. Put your stuff in there. Just for the 1st, alright? I've been getting this stupid motion sickness thing for the last 3 days. And today it was really bad. Just be careful on the 1st. 1st and the 2nd, alright? Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. I'm not gonna. If nothing happens, nothing happens. That's cool. 1st or 2nd, though, don't change your routine and keep your eyes open and be careful out there. Really, just do it. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching all my videos. I really appreciate all my viewers. I really do. Because without you guys, I'd have nobody to talk to. And that's how cool. So I really appreciate you guys. Really do. Yeah. Alright. And I shall talk to you all later. You take care of yourself and just be careful out there. Alright. Later.